Hello, everybody, and indeed, Chicago Tony V here. And you know, my prepper pantry is something I'm pretty proud of. I'm doing pretty good on socking away food for a rainy day, just in case. So I wanted to share with you today my top 5 staples in my prepper pantry, okay, to help you out. Maybe you want to stock some of these things up. So in no particular order, the very top, it is in an order now that I think about it. I'm going to say the top, the most important thing, my favorite item, is I have been stacking rice. Rice is, come on, it's a legendary comfort food. It's nice and starchy. It sticks to the ribs. And most of the planet eats rice all the time. It's very, very popular. I know there are some, low carb people out there. That's all the rage. My thinking is, if we're in some sort of collapse scenario and calories are hard to come by, why not go to the comfort of rice? It's just delicious. Now, I purchased a bunch of these Wheatland 20-pound long-term storage buckets of rice. These suckers have a 25-year shelf life. So I can just sit around for a long, long time, wait for the end of times, the end of grocery stores, etc., etc., and I'm going to be just fine. My number 2 item is beans. Beans are just very nutritious. They can go in just about anything. I don't eat beans every day for many, many reasons, but in terms of wanting to store calories, something that can store for a long, long time, I look to beans. I think it's very important. You hear about people all over the world, beans and rice, beans and rice, beans and rice. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So I stock beans. Again, these Wheatland 20-pound buckets of beans is what I purchase. I'll have links to everything below in case you want to purchase some of this stuff. Okay, now on to number 3. Number 3 key staple for my prepper pantry. I'm going to tell you first what I'm going for. What I'm going for is bread. I want to be able to bake bread. Bread is just, talk about your comfort food. In the end of times, you want to be able to have a nice fresh loaf of bread, and life isn't so bad as you thought it was. Now, I do this with a little bit of a twist because what I stuck up on are wheat berries. Wheat berries. Again, I do these long-term storage, 25-year shelf life buckets of wheat berries. What you do with wheat berries is you get yourself a grinder, which I have also purchased off of Amazon, and you grind those suckers down into wheat, and you make some delicious bread. So good times for me during bad times. That's the whole idea. Number 4 on my prepper pantry list. This is very important. I have tons of this stuff. I want you to think long and hard. Tomato sauce. Tomato sauce. Think about what we've stacked so far. We've got some nice starchy things, rice and beans. We're making some nice bread. If we have tomato sauce, we can flavor everything. Tomatoes just make everything, give everything, that zing. Gives everything that zing, that tang. You can put it on pizza. You can put it in stews. It's just tremendous. So pack a lot of tomato sauce. I buy it by the can. I like the Cento brand. It's from Italy, I think. At least in my head, it's from Italy. It probably is. I have a ton of that. Now, what else do I have a ton of? Canned fish. Canned fish. I love this stuff. I have stacks and stacks of, let's see. I have cans of tuna out the wazoo. You just can't. If I'm having rice and if I'm having beans and whatever else, having some tuna around to add that protein, it's just delicious. These things, it's my understanding, they'll last for years. Now, I also wanted to show you guys my very, very favorite, currently, we'll see if this changes over time, but my favorite canned fish product are these Polar smoked herring fillets. Now, these come in various flavors. This one is just with pepper. You can see there on the picture, it's nice and spicy. It has a tang to it. This stuff in my Instant Pot, I can put some rice. I can put some smoked fish. I might put a little onion. I put some tomato sauce in there. And I just have a good old time. These come in various flavors. I have all sorts of these. This one is, they call them kippered snacks. It's just smoked fish. Whereas this is smoked fish, but it's also got a tang because of all these peppery spices. All right. Another thing I wanted to show you. Again, you're building a prepper pantry, right? You're trying to stock this stuff. Look how nicely it stacks. These things are designed to just stack beautifully. They're delicious. They last super long time, and they're not that expensive. So let's see. Rice, beans, wheat berries to make bread, tomato sauce, canned fish. That's my list of 5 things. Now, wait. Would you like a bonus item? I'm going to give you a bonus item, okay? This is super important, and you wouldn't necessarily think of this. But again, we're painting a picture where times are tough. Maybe the grocery store is closed. Maybe food prices are so crazy that you don't want to go to the grocery store, right? You want to eat out of your prepper stash that you bought last year at much lower prices. Don't forget my bonus item, item number 6, spices. Spices. I like to keep all sorts of spices around. These are easy. They sell them everywhere, every grocery store. They come and do the big McCormick, big containers of spices, spice blends, spice packets. This would include, I have a very nice salt-free garlic blend from McCormick's. I have a bunch of that stuff. Even like the packets of chili and stuff, spices, flavorings, zing. We want life to be good, even though we're living through bad times. All right, so this is really like the backbone of my prepper pantry. I have tons of other stuff, and I'm going to argue, actually, it's fun to put this together, believe it or not. It's not all bad putting your prepper pantry together. It's like a little game. And then I can't tell you the number of times where I have felt like I don't want to go to the grocery store. Maybe the fridge is kind of empty. I want to make a meal, but I just don't feel like schlepping to the grocery store, okay? Well, I'm surrounded by long-term storage calories that I have brought together in a way where I can make something really delicious, In the future, maybe I'll show you my Instant Pot and just show you how I use it. I use it literally every day. Anyway, start building your prepper pantry. Let me know what you like to stock and like to stack, and what you want to be eating in the end of times. Okay? Okay, I'll see you next time.